Morning and welcome to your Daily Sparks. Do you face problems today? Life is difficult and really very little more than an endless series of problems. Do we want to moan and groan about them? Or do we want to face them? Do we want to teach the next generation the disciplines involved in accepting and solving problems? Do we want to encourage them to face their problems, or do we want to encourage them to run and hide from their problems? See, the tragedy, of course, is that the substitute itself ultimately becomes more painful than the legitimate suffering when we try and avoid suffering. It's trying to avoid it adds sort of insult to injury, and the avoidance of legitimate suffering means we also grow our problems and the demands that are on us. Drugs are a good example. You can escape there, but your problems are going to increase if you take drugs. Our determination to push pain away instead of meeting it head on creates a vicious circle. So could this explain why God's wisest saints are often the people who've endured the most pain and the most suffering? Like their Saviour, there are men and women who are acquainted with grief. I recall that Jesus said this: it learned obedience from the things which he suffered, it says in the book of Hebrews, not in spite of those things, but from the things that he suffered. So do you have a problem that you're facing today? You're smiling back at me, a problem? Dude, I've got thousands of them. Would you believe that God can use those problems to teach you and to grow you? If you listen to the voices around you, you'll search for a substitute. You'll search for an easy escape route, a way away from the pain. You'll miss the fact that each one of these problems is God ready to stretch you and challenge you and deepen your faith just a little bit, and deepen your walk with him as you face those problems and conquer those problems. See, growth and wisdom await you. At the solution for each one, the pain and the mess notwithstanding, there is a way through, and when you come through your problems, you will be a greater person and a greater ministry for the Lord in this life. So don't despise your problems. Pray about them, face them, let him and his power in you conquer those problems. God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow on Sparks.